right, so the last time we was talking about how people used to take candy to school and sell it. Where we got that candy from was a place that was real dear to a lot of people in the Bradford County area, the Reno Hilltop area. And that's this building behind us, what we call Mr. Rip. That was our cornerstone. What was your experiences with Mr. Rip?
As long as I can remember, probably 8, 9 years old when I had my, first bicycle and I was my mom them to go. So
right.
Coming up here with about 40 cents, hey, dollar candy, you cooking with fire with 40 cents.
Right.
And that just, just as you get older, it's just become an everyday habit, really, just coming up here. So it wasn't even out the ordinary to go look for some change or go look for bottles. We used to get bottles back in the days and go trade them in for like 25 cents. Everything we worked hard for, it was to go get him.
The most, I guess you would say, routine way that I would visit this was our church was right around here on the corner. So whenever we get out of church, we'll always come right here. We used to walk from church back to the project most of the time. And we was happy when we walked because we was able to stop by Mr. Rip and get some candy or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
At New Bethel, soon as Sunday school over, and even probably when they sang a devotion to start church, I'm just not getting back from Rip. I done spent half of my Sunday school money and offering at Rip. So, it was always something, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
When you talk about Mr. Rip, like a lot of people don't know how historic that building is. And right across the street, you got Mr. Buster's store. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I never really went into Mr. Buster. Did you?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I really never went in there because I that was more of a grocery store though, right?
He didn't really sell like any type of meat in that like that. That was Ernest, around the block around or whatever. But any type of household cleaning stuff, Brillo pads,
right,
little stuff like that, batteries.
I think I went in there a few times, maybe to get some cookies or something, but it wasn't really like, I didn't go there as much as I went to Mr. Rip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was just like something that we had in this neighborhood that was sufficient for everybody here. And I just wish that people knew that, and I wish that people could appreciate, the value of things that we had in this community.
Yeah, Mr. Rip should have invested in a dentist office right next door to it, because I know
he responsible for a lot of cavities. Yeah.
I know I had my share of feelings. So, hey.
When you couldn't get to Mr. Rip, like what other places did you go? Like neighborhood storehouses that was central to certain places.
Miss Prince for cool cups and for like other candy, Isaac Montgomery, Mr. Montgomery around on the hill. So that's where, like, if Mr. Rip was closed, like I told you earlier, if Mr. Rip was closed and he had to go stock up on his, on the product and stuff, we would go to Mr. Isaac. He was like a lower scale Mr. Rip. He sold a lot of, like popcorn, little stuff like that. He always kept kind of like, stuff that you can get right then that was kind of hot or whatever. But most people used to go around there. I ain't gonna call no names, but I had a cousin who always go eating pig feet. She know who it is if she see this video too. But yeah, every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Being in the projects, it was Bernadette. And she lived right over my grandma. I'm gonna show you that. It was just Bernadette in the project, and since I really couldn't go in the front, that was the only choice I had. But then you had Miss Patsy DeSue. I believe she used to sell cool cups and ice cream, but Bernadette had it all. Once we got older, she moved from the projects, and then she used to sell like chicken wings and stuff on Friday night. So that grew up. I grew up with that my whole life, just knowing that Bernadette had something for you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go around and check out a couple of these places that we was talking about.
All right.
All right. Well, cuz first I gotta just be honest and real. It is creepy out here. It is eerie being out here. I ain't probably been out here in a good 10 years. We in what we used to know as the project. But this weird. Like none of this don't seem real. Like you asked me if somebody will tell me that this would happen, I wouldn't believe it. And I'm trying to process this and take it all in, but like we standing on this basketball court and no goals up. Like this unreal. I can't believe it, man. This is an eerie feeling. This is an eerie feeling. But nevertheless, we said we was gonna talk about some of the storehouses that we used to go to. So right over here where the stairs at, on the bottom, you know, my grandma used to stay there. Right above that is where Bernadette stayed at. I could tell you almost everybody who lived out here. But this where we used to get it in at. And so we'll just go upstairs to Bernadette house and you know, buy our ice cream or whatever, our cool cups. That was the place that we got all our stuff from. And then, but like how this is right now, it would never be like this when it was a project. I mean, it would be something going on. Cars in and out of here all day. You might get kids running. You might get a fight. You're going to hear somebody cussing. You're going to smell some smoke that smells funny. You don't know what it is. But this, I almost feel like I shouldn't be out here.
It's very strange that a lot of people, you know, moved away. And at the end of the day, you know, it was kind of, sometimes you feel like it's for the better, but then it's sad because, you know, how you want your neighborhood to kind of remain, I ain't going to say separated, but, you know, just like this is a big culture shock.
Yeah.
Anybody who haven't been here, like if you moved away 10, 15 years ago, you come back.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't know what you know.
Cause I come home and I passed out here, but just coming out here, like this don't feel right. I got beat up right there. I mean, we used to play football out here. My cousin Jarvis used to stay there. R.I.P. Jay Reed. That was my running partner. But man, it was just, I didn't expect to feel like this when I came out here. And I know we talking about the stores, but this is an eerie feeling. And I just don't know. But that was Bernadette house. And like I said, I couldn't go up front, but I just wanted to bring you back here and show you where our store was in our hood.
Yeah, bro. It's just, I mean, coming back here now, like my brother, my sister-in-law, you know, they stayed out here. So
yeah, Sean used to cut right there.
Yeah. And I used to come up and hoop all day.
Right.
And played. I mean, just everything.
Right.
And then when y'all was staying up here, you know, my dad used to bring us up here.
Yeah.
We hang out on the weekends, barbecue, all that type of stuff. But to see where it is now, you know, it's kind of sad. But at the end of the day, you know, a lot of it was busy. That's what I.
It was busy. Yeah.
Busy.
It was busy. It's like this a satellite dish? No, never saw that. Half the people, I don't know who had cable, but I know it was certain houses that we go to watch certain things. You know what I'm saying? But this is an eerie feeling, bro. But it is what it is. You know, ain't nothing you could do about it. But I would take y'all up front, because I can go up front now I'm grown, and show y'all a few more places. But that was the main storehouse right there at Bernadette. So take me to your place.
All right. Yeah, right now we're on the corner of Calvary and Tom Hall Street, and this is like one of the marquee places for like going to spend your money, your parents' money.
For the hill.
Yeah, right
For
here
the hill.
at Miss Prince. This brick house right here that you see. But any flavor you want, and like when you come here, you better already have your plastic bag and just have about 2 or 3 people with you if they can carry everything. Cool cup 15 cents. So that was the play.
I remember she used to have the best pineapple. Yeah. Now Bernadette has some good pineapple too. And ain't too many people I put up against her, but I remember coming up here a few times getting her pineapple cool cups from up here. Yeah. So what else she had?
That was pretty much it, man. She'll sell soda.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, if you want to, you know, in the summertime, you're going to have to come see her about 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Probably more than that. Like, you seen kids walking in and out. Like, you be mad sometimes because you come in here and somebody come out with about 2 bags. You got to wait.
Yeah.
And she got some more, you know what I'm saying, freezing or whatever. And, like, my brother was, like, probably her biggest client back in the days. Like, he's sending you with $5, spend it all.
Yeah.
Get all pineapple. He didn't care who else liked pineapple. He wanted it all. So that was, like, one of the biggest things. But, like, everybody I can remember, man.
Pineapple cool cups are hard to keep. Yeah. So that's the only one I remember in this little. So she had a bunch of clientele, bro. Like she had all this on lock right here.
Man, she had everything on lock.
Yeah.
She had, I mean, people used to come from the projects to come get cool cups.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So,
like I said, I used to come when I finally was able to leave and sneak out the front of the projects. I was able to venture off up here, and I came up here a few times. I knew about it, but I just didn't. You know, that wasn't my go-to. You know what I'm saying? So there was no other stores around here?
It's only one other store, man, and I know it's kind of like probably like desolate right now because I think nobody been staying in the house. But Mr. Isaac, you know, Montgomery.
Okay.
And he had like the little shop. Actually, he had this little shop in the back of his house.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little, almost like a hot dog stand. It was like a hot dog stand, pretty much.
Okay.
And, you know, you can walk up there and get what you're gonna get. And he had pig feet, pickle eggs,
Right.
pickles.
Yeah.
You know, so that was another go-to. But like usually, I mean, I'm spending my money at Miss Prince,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going up there to Mr. Rip.
Right.
And if push come to shove, I may go to Mr. Isaac. That's my last option.
Uh-huh.
That's dire straits, like they say.
Right.
That's if everything closed or they gone out of town or something. But usually, them the only two places I'm frequenting as far as my money.
So who's the candy people now? Like, are there any around here?
Right now, I can't even think of nobody that sells anything like that right now.
I know that there's one in Gainesville now, cause I bump into this lady all the time. She be at Sam's, and she be at Winn-Dixie, and I always bump into her. I'm like, I said, hey, you got a Storehouse? She was like, yeah. They and she told me her name, but I forgot her name. I was like, man, that just brought back memories, just seeing her doing all of that, and like people still operate them, and I think that's pretty good. But I wish like people could experience that now, you know?
Yeah. Instead of kids spending money on online games and stuff, they probably be spending a lot of money on. You know.
Yeah, don't get me on that, cause I just got in the conversation before I left the house about that one. But it is what it is, cause I feel a sense of nostalgia. I still feel weird about leaving out the projects like that though, man. I don't think I want to go there no more.
Yeah, that's called the apartments now.
Yeah,
Apartments.
yeah. I don't feel good about it. But man, it was good taking the trip down memory lane, bro. And until we talk again, I'll holler at you.
Yep.